$5 won't get you a lot these days. In fact, as time marches on, it gets you less and less. Out of curiosity, I looked back 100 years to 1926 to see what $5 in today's money could buy you adjusted for inflation. 100 years ago, today's $5 had enough buying power to be able to get you, the lady in your life, 3 to 4 everyday house dresses, 2 pairs of durable work pants, a pair of quality leather shoes, 2 to 3 sets of bed sheets, 10 to 12 cotton bath towels, a tabletop mechanical coffee grinder, an electric curling iron, an electric turnover toaster, 10 to 15 movie tickets, 30 to 40 pounds of flour, 9 pounds of butter, 10 dozen eggs, 33 packs of cigarettes, or even a couple gallons of illegal moonshine since Prohibition was in effect at the time. Fast forward 100 years to 2026, and you can still stretch your $5 by joining our Patreon and getting a few bonus episodes and helping us keep the lights on. It's a simple deal for complicated times. My name's Brandon.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Qualified Nonsense.
That was good.
Couple things about that. I guess I thought $5 would have gotten you more. I thought you were going to be like down payment on a car, or
So
but also at the same time, 33 packs of cigarettes seems pretty light.
all of the consumable goods, there was a lot more. $5 was a lot more buying power for consumable goods.
Yeah,
it's not all like. I mean, it's still a big difference. Well, no. How many dresses? 3?
3 to 4.
I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
could still get that at Goodwill.
Well, I also think it's hard to compare
underwear.
things 1 to 1 because, like, the price of certain things, like let's look at cigarettes, for example, have gone up way more than, like, it's not exactly a 1 to 1 anymore. Like, I looked it up, like a pack of cigarettes 100 years ago was 15 cents. And now it's, $12 or whatever.
Right.
Which is not, like, doesn't follow the inflation exactly. It's just a inflated price. Or like cars, like the average price of a car 100 years ago, I looked this up, was $6,700 in today's money. Like, you could buy a car back then for like $350, a new car, and but like in today's money, it's like $6,700. But now, like, the average car is like $50,000. So, there are some things where it's just
the ratios aren't quite there.
Which is crazy because, like, I wonder how much of that has to do with availability. Like, we've got so much choice. I wonder how much is just, like, genuine, like, bullshit inflation so that people make money, but also just the fact that they need to stock so many types of things, so many types of cars, for instance. It probably does cost a lot of money to have every color available to whoever walks in from the street and asks for one and have it within a week or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
but if all we ever had was yellow mustard and stone ground mustard, it would be a lot easier. Mustard would be 10 cents a jar.
But then there are things that have gotten cheaper over time, like $5 today. It has the same buying power as like about $100 100 years ago. And so, like, an electric curling iron and a toaster were basically like $100 now, but you can buy those for a fraction of that now.
Yeah.
So, like, the price on some things has come down.
Yeah, in part that's material and relatively, like, that was relatively new technology.
But are you talking more consumables, Jake?
Well, I mean, you had mentioned the cigarettes, but also
like flour and butter.
$5 for how many pounds of flour?
30 to 40 pounds of flour.
That's insane.
That's pretty cool.
and the same with eggs, and the same with butter.
Eggs.
Yeah. All that stuff. You have to you get maybe
you can open a bakery for $5.
Yeah, really.
10 dozen eggs for $100 though still seems expensive.
Yeah.
Does it?
10
Well-
dozen for $100?
Well, what's like those big packs at Costco that are like, is it like 3 dozen eggs or something?
It's, oh man, I should know. I just got one.
Where it's like in this
24. It's 24.
$24.
No, 24 eggs.
Oh.
But no, and they weren't 24. I want to say they're like 14 or something like that. It's pretty affordable. Like, it's so affordable that during the most recent crisis, they limited you to one.
I mean, I guess now we have factory farming, and we didn't back then, so
Yeah.
it's kind of scaled up.
Refrigeration across the board
Yeah.
is available in like high volume.
I don't know, but I guess like, well, I don't know. Even now, like it says, from what I saw, it says a pair of quality leather shoes. I don't know what that is, but I guess $100 nowadays isn't like crazy. Like if you got a deal on quality shoes for $100, but
Well, that was a good intro. Caused us to critically think
But-
and reflect.
more importantly, join the Patreon.
That's the takeaway.
Worth its weight in gold, you hear?
But this is our show, and the format of the show is pretty simple. We grab some questions from Reddit and answer them. It could be advice, silly questions, serious questions. Either way, we're severely underqualified to answer them, and what we say is most likely nonsense. But before we do that, if you'd like to watch us on YouTube, find us at youtube.com/@qualifiednonsense, and don't forget, again, to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/qualifiednonsense. Feel free to drop us a line at qualifiednonsense@gmail.com, or connect with us on our socials, or find us over on our Discord server. If you or someone you know would make a great guest on a future episode of Qualified Nonsense, please let us know. Now's the let's get to Reddit's most pressing queries. Our first one. Oops, I clicked on the wrong thing. I saw this one and I thought of Jake. It comes
right.
from the Ask Reddit subreddit, username Pristine Syrup 1156. They
God,
I
ask,
can see why.
you say syrup or syrup?
Syrup.
Maple syrup. I say a blend of the two. Syrup.
I say syrup, but
That's because you're so posh.
well, I don't know. I feel like syrup is, I don't know.
You say scissorup.
Syrup.
Anyway,
There's some other ones like that
Sir.
too. Like
Been known sis-
what do you call the melted sugar with a little bit of cream in it?
melted
Caramel?
sugar. Yeah, caramel, not caramel. We've talked about this before.
We've talked about this before.
It's
Okay,
Too
sorry.
fucking pretentious. We're not going there tonight.
God damn it.
All right. People who grew up rural, what did you do to fight boredom before the internet?
Oh man, it was so great, you guys. You could just go outside and just be in nature and like play. I did so much make believe and like way too way too old of an age. I was doing like pretend fighting and like pretend adventuring and like
He's out there being William Knife Man. I did.
Yeah,
No,
basically.
like,
We all did grow up before the internet, so I mean, I don't think
We,
this
yeah.
necessarily applies to.
We also
I mean-
we all grew up rural, just in different statuses. Like,
yeah.
I guess me and Ryan were the inner city kids, and you guys, Brandon was on the outskirts, and Jake was in the country. But like, I feel like we all still had to do
Inner city
things.
Sandy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we grew up with the Roughnecks, dude,
Yeah.
fighting for our lives. Mining Park,
Mean streets of Sandy, Oregon.
Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, there was a forest behind my house where there was a crashed car, and I guess I still don't really know the story of how it got there, but there was a crashed car back there, that they didn't take out and they didn't drain any of the fluids through. And we would go back there and we would beat this car that was still full of gas with sticks.
That's
you
so
know.
crazy.
So it's like, I mean, Jake was just hunted by mountain lions and he never knew it.
Yeah. Mine was just a little more dangerous for wildlife reasons.
The
No, but
cougars
yeah, you're
came
right.
later.
We did have we all had
I feel like
no internet, and we had to do it differently. We had to like be with our own thoughts.
I feel like the internet didn't really
Oof.
become like a pastime kind of thing until like smartphones.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I mean, yeah, there were people who did online gaming and all that. I never did that, but I
Well,
I
there
don't-
was even like, we grew up with the phrase, do you guys want to go online?
Right.
Like, do you want to go online? And that was like, all right, you have a time limit. When we would have sleepovers at Ryan's house and we would go into the chat rooms and stuff.
Right.
That was a pastime, but it was a purposeful, it was almost like playing a video game for a
I mean,
period of time.
I do remember
Yeah.
like chatting online with you guys, like AOL or whatever it
Right.
was.
That was you? I thought that was Hot Babes.
No, but we also, I mean, remember also that we had to occupy a phone line. Like,
Yeah.
the reason
Yeah.
why we went online is because we then took over the phone line to our house.
That's why it was like the kids who were always deemed as rich because they had multiple lines. So you
Yeah,
could always
yeah,
be
yeah.
online.
Dane at one point had a multiple phone lines because I think the girls, like Kari and
party
Zoe,
line.
would be on the phone a lot, and Doris was like, "No, I'm not doing that."
Yeah, I kind of forgot about like the dedicated phone line thing. Like it was like I want to use the phone, you have to get off the computer or whatever. Like yeah,
Yeah, that's why like when we were over at somebody's house, it was like we would, again, you would literally go online, but it was after parents were in bed and for
Right.
multiple reasons. But one of them was that, you know, they didn't have any phone calls coming through.
or it's
Yeah.
your parents are like I'm expecting a call, you can't tie up the line or whatever.
Right.
Like,
A thought that just came to my head. What if, maybe because the previous episode, what if you get like in a car accident and the cops are trying to call your house and you are online? Would it just be like, "Brrr."
just a busy signal.
Yeah,
Mhm. It would be a busy
they-
signal. Yeah.
it's pretty awfully
Well, I mean that's how it was back then. Like if you know, we would say
If you weren't home too, you just wouldn't know.
yeah, we would just
Yeah.
you know, to make plans, you say, "Hey, we're meeting here at this time," and then
You expect that everybody's there.
yeah,
And Brandon
Or
and
it's
I
like,
would be
hey,
late.
Are you at home? Can you want to hang out? It's like, yeah, and then you just, or you set a date and time for going over to somebody's house. You just expect that they're there. And they can't text you, be like, oh, sorry, I'm not feeling good.
yeah.
It's so easy to waste time on smartphones. I know we've already
wonder-
talked this one into the dirt, but like, it's disheartening.
I wish there was a way to quantify like canceled plans pre-smartphone, pre and post smartphone, because I feel like the smartphone, like texting somebody, it is way easier and like low effort than having to call and be like, hey, what are you doing Saturday? Let's meet up for lunch.
You get out of you sort of circumvent the guilt by being able to fire off a text that says something to the effect of "never mind."
Versus,
right.
I mean, it's kind of low effort on both ends, like asking and then, yeah, I bet there were fewer canceled plans pre-smartphone.
And probably a lot more like inadvertently hurt feelings. Because what if it was like, oh, sorry, I can't, I'm on the way to the hospital, you know, and you can't call your friend or let them know. So that person just shows up to dinner. It's like, you son of a bitch, you stood me up. You're like, I was in the hospital.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, back then it's like if they don't show up, they better be dead. So,
yeah, right. Well, I think as far as like
Glad my friendship was worth it.
occupying your time, I think people were generally more inclined to read books and be sort of, I mean, I think one thing that I have a criticism for myself and for the way I'm raising children is that my kids are so bad at being bored. In part because my wife and I really enjoy hanging out with our family all together, and so we genuinely enjoy and have a good time, like doing pretty much everything together. And what the problem with that is that the kids are they have a bad time with being left to their own devices. They can do it, but begrudgingly, and sometimes when they're tired or when they're just like they have a low constitution, they have a really, really tough time just occupying them. Like it's a skill to be bored, and I learned how to do that living without the internet and in a rural area.
Yeah, I don't think that's a uniquely you thing. My kids do the same. They have a hard time, and they I think regardless of statuses, kids don't want for much in the realm of technology. It's like they have a way to get that instant gratification or that streaming or whatever. It's like we used to have to watch commercials. We just did. We used to not have video games like the kids do on phones or on watches or on, that kind of stuff. It's just the nature of how we've evolved. And try as you might, and I know you're very good at it, Jake, probably much better than we are about screen time and all that. It's like it's still just a thing that they're always around. So it's like, Daddy, what should I do? Go outside and play. Like, it's a funny phrase by Baby Billy, go outside, nerd. But it's true. Like, just go outside and play.
Yeah.
Well, what do I do? I don't know.
How do you
throw a stick?
How do you guys feel about just letting your kids go outside with their friends for, if you live near woods or whatever, just letting them go out there and
it's a little
do whatever
tricky.
they want.
So Matt's been here. I've have a nice plot of woods right next to us, and we let the kids sort of go out there when they have friends over. We've got a couple of neighbor kids that have they sort of reminded us that walkie-talkies were a thing by sending their kids down with walkie-talkies. So we ended up getting walkie-talkies and able to send the kids out and have a good time. But it's still sort of anxiety provoking because if I can't see them, I'm like, ooh, where are they? And I feel like my parents were much more chill about being go off, have some fun, and be back in a couple of hours sort of thing. I couldn't imagine the kids at their age being gone for multiple hours and me not knowing where they were. That would be a point
you would know where they were.
serious
You just they have access to this forest.
Yes and no, because on all sides of the forest that you can easily walk through to the other side, there are open streets, and
Do you do the thing where you put the air tag in their shoe or anything?
No, I just put it deep in their wrist, and then they're good to go. My
kids, I mean, we don't live super rural, but ish. Our kids know that if they go over to somebody's house, I need to have a parent contact me and let me know where they are. I give them a time. They have found out the results of not being back by that time, and they have corrected that. So, I think it's me who especially has control issues of my immediate bubble, letting your kids go out forth and conquer. I always have to reflect on how gracious my parents were in trusting that me and my brother would be home if we went out. Because I used to go out sun up to sundown. It was when the street lights come on, or I need to be able to hear my dad whistle. That was the biggest stipulation I remember. If I can't hear him whistle, then I'm in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So what's different about your parents versus, or is it like the time we live in, or like do you think it's worse, or do you think like maybe you're fed more negative information, or like
Yeah, I think it's a lot of the fear tactic of,
Yeah.
you know, your kids are going to get raped and murdered. Somebody's going to pick them up. Like somebody's probably talking to them on Roblox. Somebody, you know, and
Yeah.
again, some of that's all due to technology. But if you go back to our generation, because it would be like, well, our parents would send us out when the sun came up and said, be home for dinner. Like, yeah, but that also bred a lot of serial killers that have incredible stories. And, you know, you don't like,
Yeah,
really
I don't
think
know. I mean,
that-
yeah, I think that the
I had like leaving them alone with a Catholic priest or whatever. Like there's
yeah,
all
well,
kinds of. But
it feels like nothing is safe anymore. And I do think you're right, Brandon. It's always easier to focus on the fear and
Yeah.
the threats than
well,
rather
and
than,
not to
like,
be like
hey, everybody's genuinely good.
right, not to be like anti big media, but like the sensational stories are the, you know, really they've got to be based on the number of millions of people in the country, hundreds of millions of people in the country, like it's got to be a wildly small percentage of people that are impacted by these sort of worst case horrible scenarios.
speaking of, did you see the guy in Louisiana whose legal name is Santa Claus, who was busted in a sting? I think it was in Louisiana. Like trying to have sex with a 15-year-old boy. Anyway, I just saw that today.
You're not helping, Brandon.
This is why you're like, oh, why don't you guys let your kids go out and play? Because Santa Claus is trying to diddle them.
Wait, my name's not Santa Claus.
Anyway. Yeah.
We need to use that
I
a
don't
lot
know.
more. Although that'll be a pain in the dick to edit around.
This got kind of
It got dark.
Yeah, we went from like playing outside and like, you know, getting muddy in the creek to like your kids getting molested, but but I mean,
watch out for those diddlers.
I mean, I guess that is kind of the heart of what you know, the difference between now and then is you are more aware of those things, and like in all likelihood the danger is probably pretty low, but I don't know, the fact that you're aware of it probably doesn't help things.
Right, but you know, it's actually like with anything, if it's sort of scary enough in your brain or horrible enough that even if it is a low chance, the fact that you don't have control of it and how sort of like the guilt and the worry and the anger that would come with, like, if it does happen, right? If that were, like, sure, super unlikely, but if, you know, a kid got abducted on your watch, you're like, holy shit, like, the news has been telling me for decades that this was going to happen. Like,
I'm never gonna hear the end of this from my wife. I let him let him go out.
oh boy, here we go.
No,
but the yeah, I mean the guilt that
Yeah.
would come with that would be, you know, and I think people can realistically imagine that and internalize it and be like, that's why we have helicopter parenting, you know, because of the internet.
I mean, I know that this conversation has gotten pretty dark, but like, do you feel like that the internet has made it easier for people who do have, you know, child predator proclivities to go about enacting
Absolutely.
or acting on those impulses?
100%.
Absolutely, because how would they have had any sort of access before, like standing outside of a school,
Yeah, where they
like
would
handing
get
out free
picked up by the
candy?
cops pretty quickly.
Yeah, or like you know
Yeah.
the whole thing about like, oh, kids, come in my van, I have candy. That saying exists for a reason, because that was like their only access to it is physical abduction. Now they just have to lure and then abduct. It's made it significantly easier for them, which is incredibly fucked up.
Yeah.
Ugh, this is horrible and grotesque.
Anyway,
but like even our the way that we have people contribute to the show, Patreon is a known predatory website, because people can subscribe to things and get like images of kids, and it's like a thing.
But just to be clear, 100% not unqualified nonsense is Patreon.
100%.
Yeah.
We only
Jake,
get
your phrasing
feet
on that one
pics.
wasn't quite right.
No, I'm saying I'm saying that services that are
No, not me.
Here's my point. It's not like the dark web is where this stuff lives. The open, well-known internet is where a lot of this stuff, not a lot of this stuff, but like certainly elements of this stuff exist. Front and center, right? A www dot site. You don't need to download Tor. You don't need to get into any of the deep, dark, scary bits that you see on movies. Like it's like out there. We need to change the subject. Yeah.
Next question.
I'm so glad everyone has access to that board.
Yeah. Yeah, we just like what a previous guest, Kevin, talked about, like just looking under rocks for bugs and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did. Moss. You know what? Moss is really interesting in the Pacific Northwest. Check out different types of fungi and moss. That can keep you busy for hours.
Go hang out at the local river that is known for killing people with your friends for hours
Jesus
on end, like we
God.
did.
I remember just a lot as a kid, like going to like a creek and just hanging out by a creek and probably getting my shoes all wet and everything. But like
Shoes wet, turn it over rocks.
yeah, looking
finding
for crawdads or whatever.
crawdads.
Yeah.
Crawdad hunting was great.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, in
Keeping an eye
Mining
out for
Park.
child
We,
predators.
Yeah,
We were-
diddling kids.
That's not what I said.
I know, I'm kidding.
The next. Oh, no, that was a question from last time. Oh, did I get rid of a question? Oh, okay. Here we go. This comes to us from the. Oh, wait, we need to take a break.
Oh, wait,
Master
I gotta go now.
transitions.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
We'll be right back.
My spinal cord injury makes me go have a break.
And welcome back. Our next question, keeping things upbeat here, comes to us from the subreddit Random Question. Username Daddy Long John Silver. They ask.
Keeping it light.
They ask, what are some things you would never buy used and why?
Underwear. Okay, and you can at Goodwill. That's
Yeah.
disgusting. And the fact that they have, it's probably got to be
You
some
can?
weird. Yeah. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that doesn't seem accurate. I mean, not
You
accurate.
know, they
Doesn't
had to
seem
be
right.
sitting around a table and being like, all right, what things, hey guys, what are we absolutely not going to take? And somebody's like, no refrigerators. I don't want things with Freon in it. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, what about people's old skid marks? No, bring them in. We got it.
I feel like there's no way they're pricing them in such a way where it's enough of a bargain to not buy a new pair of underwear.
Yeah, that's a good
I want
point.
to see the guy on the wall like, hey, honey, this is too good of a deal. We'd be stupid not to get this.
We're losing money not buying this.
They're pretty much throwing free underwear at us.
Yeah. Actually, that is the top answer here is underwear.
Like they have old bras too, and you know, like they're not like Victoria's Secret bras. They're like, I don't know, grandma just passed. Like we got to get rid of this stuff.
Jesus.
They're like, get it to Goodwill.
If you want to sort of dip our toe back into the last question, the person responding to the underwear thing, they say, when I was 17 years old, I was asked to sell my used underwear, but I think it was for kink-related reasons. So,
You think? Why would anybody be like, I need some, and I need them from you?
I mean, to be honest though, like, I mean, if it's for kink reasons, like, listen, make yourself some dollars.
I mean, a
know what I mean?
17-year-old, though, being asked
Well, make yourself some dollars?
Oh,
Is
I
that-
missed that part.
Is that not...
I don't know. Is that
So-
illegal?
It feels slimy. I wouldn't do
Damn it!
But,
Right.
like...
Nope, turn around. What other?
Yeah.
Turn the ship around.
This person says condoms, and then they say, in quotes, get your Trojans here, guys. Totally rinsed and sterilized, 50% off. I mean, besides like wearables
I've tested
and all
them.
of that,
They work.
like, is there are there things like,
Safety equipment, like used safety equipment,
well, yeah,
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to do that with, like,
car seats and whatnot,
car seats. That's the one I was thinking of.
I kind of feel like
helmets.
anything that's already kind of cheap on Amazon that was like opened or used like new, I probably wouldn't buy because it's probably like a return and
Yeah.
maybe somebody
On Amazon, I would, because it's like open box or a return, which is just like them turning around and selling at a discount. I wouldn't do it on like a marketplace where you have to trust an average person to post it, because I don't trust anybody on there.
Yeah. What about, like, so there's a place in Durham called Play It Again? Play It Again Sports?
Yeah, we have one of those here. Or we
Okay,
used
yeah.
to.
They're cool because you can get, like, relatively cheap, because kids don't use things till they're done, really, generally, because they're growing so fast. So it's nice to get, like, cleats for soccer or whatever. But there are a few things in there that I've seen, like mouth guards. I know they're just. I know they're supposed to be like, you can like sterilize them and whatever, but still, it's kind of like,
well, those are like
Reform them.
molded to fit your
Yeah,
individual.
you have to boil
mouth.
them. You boil
Are
them
they?
and put your you
Yeah.
boil them and then they form to your teeth. Then you
oh,
pull
I
it
didn't
out.
know that. I thought they were just like plates.
So as long as
I mean-
somebody has the same exact dental records as your child, then it should
Ooh,
work.
nice.
I don't think I think you can remold them, but it like the integrity of them's not that great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess like cups or jock straps.
yeah. I would avoid.
Here's something.
Sex toys.
Is there a gently used bad dragon market?
Ain't nobody gently using those. You feel me?
I don't know. They're pretty spendy. You could probably get a decent resale value.
Actually, there's probably a kink thing there too.
It's like the Toyota of dildos.
That's good. They should use that. Wait, we've said it before. We'll
Patent
say it
pending.
again.
I
Bad
trademarked
Dragon.
this.
Reach out to
Werewolf
us. We will-
dildo pre-musked.
Gross.
That's pretty upsetting.
I mean, so if we're talking about selling underwear and stuff as kinks, there has to be something there, right? Like somebody that's into used toys?
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't
I
know.
meant to mute my mic. Shit. There is
Don't
one.
check my eBay history.
eBay, for whatever reason, reselling sex toys to me was kind of like, okay, yeah, fine. But as soon as you said eBay, I was like, ooh, I wouldn't get a sex toy from eBay.
Better than like a government auction.
Yeah, or like, what was the
Estate sale.
estate sale? You might get some vintage ones. That'd
like-
be kind of fun.
Irradiated glass.
Ooh.
Glows in a black light.
Craigslist.
You don't
A
want black lights
Craigslist,
anywhere near these things.
You turn it on. Ah, my eyes. It's like the sun.
Yeah. This person says bed sheets, mattresses, bedding in general.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was like, I don't. Yeah, if I find myself being like, you know what, I'm really gonna save a penny and get used bed sheets. I know.
A rectal thermometer. This person says shoes because of someone else's foot funk.
Yeah,
wouldn't.
I guess you could get fungus. You could get athlete's foot and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I bought used shoes before. I don't have a problem with that. This person said a child car seat. You have no idea if it's compromised or not. Do you guys
Exactly.
find
That-
that?
Yeah,
to be
I mean, you're not
That's
supposed
a big
to.
one. That and helmets, like bicycle helmets and stuff. Even motorcycle helmets, you're really not supposed to.
Medication? Yeah. Couch or mattress? I mean, I'd buy a used couch.
Yeah,
Probably not
I'd buy a
mattress.
used couch if it was nice.
Yeah, the mattress. It's just kind of weird because I mean, you sit more of your life on a couch than you do a mattress. I'm pretty sure.
Do
You know?
you? Do you sit like 8 hours a day on your couch?
No.
No. Don't look at me. I'm hideous.
This person says
Don't
no
look at me. I'll
used.
come.
No. This person says no used electronics. I saw a gal drop her iPod and exclaim, "Time to put it on eBay."
Yep. Yeah. Jeez. She was probably wholeheartedly serious too.
Yeah, I mean, like, I do get the furniture stuff because you don't know, like, if the people have bed bugs or
Bed bugs,
a
yeah.
flea
Some
infestation
sort of
or something.
infestation,
or,
yeah.
This person's casket.
Ooh. Wait. What would, like, you would pull somebody up out of the ground and be like, well, I can resell this. Or they'd be like, oh, they weren't dead.
I think maybe they're just
Never
being
mind.
funny.
Or it'd be like, oh, this person's getting cremated anyway. You could resell it.
Put them in the pine box.
This person says a toilet, which, I mean, if you're buying, an old home, presumably unless you're
Yeah.
replacing the toilet, it's been used by a bunch of people. Or if you are renting an apartment, same thing. I don't know.
There's a type of architecture called, oh shit, I forget what it's called, but it's basically like acknowledging the energy that was put into making something, and so it's like a concern. Oh, Matt, I knew you hated that, but basically, like it is energy, right? It's like a way of, it's like recycling basically, but it's like most cities have mandates around it. So basically, not only is it the cost of like breaking down a building, you're also taking into account the cost of erecting it in the first place. And so there's like stored value in that. I know. Do the boing.
No, I even had it on here.
I saw Matt going for it, and I was going for it.
I was gonna. That's what she said.
Okay.
Well, the toilet in our house is original. In the hall bathroom is original to the house, and so we have the over 70-year-old toilet in the house.
Just think of all the history of destroying that thing.
Have a
memoir itself.
Like the tank lid has the date stamped into it when it was manufactured. It was 1954.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So, but so a lot of people have passed waste through it over the years.
So beautiful.
You done good, toilet.
I think we replaced the toilet seats, but toilet itself is
with
fine.
The fur ones, right?
Well, the cover, not on the toilet seat. The toilet seat itself doesn't have it's just the lid cover.
I gotta say, after we talked about the last time, my dad's mom and dad, they got to the point in life where they had the squishy seat,
the really tall one,
but it was kind of a sponge, but it was like a wrapped plastic sheet,
right?
I remember thinking God, this thing is actually quite nice.
Didn't we
as a
when
kid?
you and I lived together? Didn't we buy one of those?
Not that I remember.
I thought we did.
Did you have your own bathroom, Brandon, that you were like,
it is a commode,
secret cushion toilet seat? Yeah. A lot of the answers here are things we've already said before. Well, this person says car is just buying someone else's problem, which
that's an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. All cars are a problem.
I get it. All money pits, am I right?
Yep. Not wrong.
All right. Well.
All right. Well.
Yep.
Well, that I feel like this episode's been kind of a downer. To be fair, it is kind of late. It's late for Jake and a little later than we normally record. So
better not see Chris Hansen bust through my door.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you pay for Patreon, you're gonna get way better episodes than this main feed bullshit.
I shouldn't have even asked about the thing about you guys being afraid of child predators or whatever, because I feel like that took it down a dark path that we never recovered from.
Now when I go to bed, I'm just gonna be staring at the ceiling, being like, "Oh my god, what will happen if?" Hey patrons, or no, not patrons. Hey listeners, how do you feel about child predators? Hit us up on Discord.
Let us know in the comments. Give us a for no, or give us a for yes, and a thumbs down for no.
Nice.
I'm trying to.
We talked about this before recording. If you're on a Windows machine, the Windows key and the period allows you to bring up a what is it, like emoji window, so you can do those emojis.
That first taste is free.
First taste is free.
Go to Patreon for other Windows tricks.
Yeah.
Here's a fun question from the Too Afraid to Ask. Orgasm from holding in poop? We don't have to answer that.
Find out what we think
Is
on
that
Patreon.
Is that a question? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I just let it all go.
No, this is a good after dark question. So if you want to hear the answer to that question, find us on Patreon.
Do you want to see how much our flag flies? Let it go sign up.
Yeah.
Bet you won't.
Bet you won't.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening, and thank you to our loyal patrons for supporting the show. If you haven't already, head over to Patreon at patreon.com/qualified nonsense to show your support. Catch some exclusive content, including our show Qualified Nonsense After Dark, which we were just talking about. Watch us over on YouTube at youtube.com/@qualifiednonsense. Also, feel free to send any questions or comments to qualifiednonsense@gmail.com or hit us up on our socials or on our Discord found in the episode description. After you've done all that, please also rate, review, share, like, and subscribe on your podcast app of choice. We'll see you back here next week for another brand new episode of Qualified Nonsense.
Goodbye.
Bye, y'all.